So at this point, everyone knows Bryce Young, star quarterback at the University of Alabama, Heisman Trophy winner, and the consensus number 1 overall pick coming into this season. But folks, that number 1 selection is starting to look less and less likely. It started with the fact that the Chicago Bears, the team who currently owns the first overall pick, doesn't actually need a quarterback. They are perfectly content with Justin Fields. So there has been rumors that the Bears are more than willing to trade the number 1 overall pick. But even if another team is drafting like a team that actually needs a quarterback, for example, I'm just going to use the Indianapolis Colts in this case. I don't want to say if I was their GM that I wouldn't take Bryce Young, because I probably would, because I really, really like Bryce Young, okay? I think he's a great player. I think he absolutely can ball. He can absolutely sling the rock, but I would be a little more mindful. I'd be a little more cautious than I would be before to selecting Bryce Young, and I might even be a little more open to taking another quarterback, such as like Ohio State's CJ Stroud, especially after the combine results came in. Bryce Young did not throw in the NFL draft combine, but what was so concerning is that his official height and weight measurements came out. Now, currently on the University of Alabama's football roster that you can look at online, Bryce Young is currently listed at 6 foot 0 inches and 194 pounds, which is pretty small as is. That's under the average of an NFL quarterback today. But it got worse at the draft combine, especially for the height, not really for the weight. Actually, it got better for the weight, as at the combine, Bryce Young was listed at 5'10" and 204 pounds. Folks, this is not good. While yes, he gained 10 pounds. Okay, great. That's still too small to play in the NFL. I mean, he just is. Let's look at another quarterback that's around Bryce Young's size, under 6 foot. The main quarterback that comes to mind for me is Kyler Murray. He's also listed at 5'10". But folks, Murray is a lot quicker than Bryce Young. Murray is not as good of a thrower. I don't think he has the throw ability that Bryce Young does. And I don't believe that Kyler Murray has the football IQ that Bryce Young does. I think that if Bryce Young had Kyler Murray's speed, then this concern would be completely eradicated. But it hasn't, man. Bryce Young does not have Kyler Murray's speed. So it's just really, really hard to play in the NFL at a successful level at 5'10". Especially when you have freaks on the field like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes that are 6'4", 6'5", 240 pounds, and that can still throw the ball just as accurate as you. That is when it becomes a problem. Now, whether it's short term, like right off the rip, like, oh my gosh, he's missing reads because he can't see over his offensive line, or if it's long term, like, oh, he's getting hurt time after time after time. And even a guy like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has struggled in the more recent years because the NFL is different than when Russell Wilson first joined the league. When Russell Wilson joined the NFL, it was much more run center. Today's NFL, it's pass now, run later. If you cannot throw the ball at a high level and take those hits from defensive linemen who have only gotten bigger and stronger over time, yeah, you're going to struggle. 204 pounds. I think that it's too small. I think he needs to be at least 220 pounds. I think the weight gain can be put on. Weight can be put on. Height, the guy's done growing. He's going to be 5'10" for the rest of his life. He's going to be there. He's going to be 5'10" for the rest of his NFL career. He's not getting any bigger. So this isn't good. This is not a good thing. Now, am I saying, oh, he's going to be a bust now? Of course not. Because he has more talent than any quarterback in this draft. I believe he has more potential than any quarterback in this draft. But I think there's a risk factor that definitely wasn't there at the beginning of this college season. I would have taken Bryce Young with my eyes shut. It wouldn't have mattered how many games he would have played this season. No doubt. But now, I might be a little more open to seeing what CJ Stroud can do. A little more open to not Will Levis. Will Levis is terrible. He's going to be a terrible quarterback. But Anthony Richardson, maybe. He really rose in this combine. And actually, he really put on a show. And Anthony Richardson is listed at 6'4" and I believe 244 pounds. I don't have it exactly, but I know he's 6'4" and around 240. But that's an NFL quarterback build. That's what you need. So I'm not saying that, don't take Bryce Young. NFL GMs are not going to select Bryce Young. That's not the case. Of course, somebody is going to. I know if he falls to number 9, Scott Fitterer, the GM of the Carolina Panthers, he better take Bryce Young. All I'm saying is that NFL GMs should and will be a little more cautious about Bryce Young in the future. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, show it by hitting the like button and subscribing. It helps me out a ton, and it absolutely makes my day. Let me know down in the comment section your honest thoughts on Bryce Young. What do you think? Future Pro Bowler? Even better than that? A bust? Or something in between, like an average quarterback? And are you worried about his new listed height? Until next time, I want y'all to have an awesome day, and I will see y'all later.